I have not met yet. My name is Greg, Don's cousin, best man. When Don asked me to be his best man, I instantly thought to myself that I would be in a situation such as this. I would be standing in front of his family and friends and have no idea what to say about Don and Jess. Luckily for Don, he asked me several months ago, so I've had many nights to put together a couple tidbits about our relationship. Don and I's relationship is very similar to being brothers. While we might be 4 years apart, that doesn't stop us from having many of the common brother issues we typically have. Some of those include the older one picking on the younger one, Don and I arguing about who could roller skate faster around the roller rink, and even many wrestling matches in which I lost every single one when Don was only 90 pounds. But I ultimately ended up having a pretty sweet life because Don could drive with the hand-me-down set of wheels that his parents gave him when he turned 16. That was a pretty sweet 1999 black Mercury minivan. Don and I did everything together in the minivan. From snowboarding trips to Wisconsin, going to Six Flags every other weekend, and finding every local Taco Bell and McDonald's because we had to have something to eat. Even if we were cruising around with the music blasting and the windows down, we thought we were really cool. We basically were minivan pimping. In essence, Don was the brother that my parents were never cool enough to give me. Don taught me a lot of things I wouldn't know without him. Classic examples include parking lot burnouts in slow Ford Tauruses, fishtailing down old backcountry roads before I could legally even drive, and going 25 miles an hour over the speed limit, getting pulled over, and somehow finding a way to talk your way out of the ticket. Remember, if anyone's met Don, we all know he's just going to talk. When Don went to college, I felt like I was losing my brother. He was going off, partying, and making new friends, and I was still stuck in high school. However, Don realized this and invited me along on several occasions to continue to teach me new things. One thing I am glad Don was not able to teach me was his low tolerance for alcohol. Sorry, Don, that one's all on you. So the years went by, and I went to college. Don came to party every chance he could, because I knew he couldn't pass another one up. In August of 2010, Don, I, and some college buddies decided we were going to go to South Padre Island, Texas, and have an ultimate trip. This was going to be a no holds, no worries, end-all, be-all trip. When Don came to Iowa to start the 24-hour drive, he seemed a little bit subdued. I figured that it'll wear off. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and we got a long drive ahead of us. However, that calmer, quieter Don never really left. After several conversations and several beers, because we did still have some fun down there, it became apparent that something, or someone, was on Don's mind. Turns out, it was a girl named Jessica, who he thought was pretty special. Don spent lots of the week calling and texting Jess to make sure that she was okay while he was having fun. As the week went on, it became obvious Don was in love. In October, Don decided I really needed to hang out with Jessica to make sure that she was the real deal. We decided that we would meet in Iowa City on Halloween weekend. Jess dressed up as a sexy NASCAR driver. It was obvious Don was pretty smitten with her. Jess was the perfect girl for Don. The way they interacted was like two peas in a pod. They understood each other without saying anything, just facial expressions, and they knew the whole conversation. She got my approval, no problem, but it still seemed like there was something wrong. I was losing the brother that I always had, again. Jess was basically taking over my spot as his best bud, and I was just getting shoved out. At first, that sounded like a horrible proposition. Remember, I was supposed to be getting the benefits of an older brother, not losing them. But Jess was quick to understand Don and I had a close relationship, and she had no problems hanging out with me, having wild and crazy parties, and even the occasional serious conversations. So I started to realize that this isn't the end of a brotherhood, but the beginning of a new chapter where Don can have the girlfriend of his dream and the brotherhood that he and I were so used to. Jess, I hope you take care of my brother like I would, even if that means you have to tell him he's wrong, occasionally, or a lot. Make sure you always take Don up on every adventure, because it always turns into a great memory. I know you two will make a fantastic couple, and I'm so excited for the future. So everyone, please raise your glass for a toast to Don and Jessica.
To Don and Jessica.